And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Lofts one high and deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The give out of the gun. Runs for the tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Penn State's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. That's caught. It's Ramsey. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramsey. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch along the sideline and steps out of bounds.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? Well, a lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
makes it 14-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's Worthy. Now he gives him a little more breathing room as he works his way out to the 17.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. The play action fake. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. He's in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. From from the gun. He leaves it with the back. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Illini! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey. Oh, he's got some space. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Murphy. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Get set, get set. Trying to pound it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 79 yards on the drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to throw on third down. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all of the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Quarterback keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front.
Next going for the goal line. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Picked up 6 on that last one, now second and inches. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He'll sneak it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving it a shot.
Yeah, and what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a time you're out. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. success every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now the play fake. Got a man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Illinois lining up quickly. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after After seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. And how about this? You get the started drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Shoots it to the left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Hands it off. Thrust that arm out. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Cobb. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Fighting Illini the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Ramsey. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point.
Touchdown, Penn State! He got a step and just dusted the field.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan? and make tackles. Nice job by that play.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. Snap from the gun on third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Worthy. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw again. Pucks it out of the air. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. Wants to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Let's it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Smashes it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. There he goes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the 1st down. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Got enough space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A great catch and run for 6.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That's caught. It's worthy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back.
Looking deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Looking for a crease. It's Allen. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The screen. He can go. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Worthy. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Power football with the run. Got enough for the 1st. Got room on the return. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense...
Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
16.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The handoff, keep working on that clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's
turning it on.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Clemens. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Makes the grab on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side now. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. After this, it'll be a wrap. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but